Happy weekend, good people, smart people, and believer anywhere. Welcome back to my channel again. Currently, my data is based on Bukhari quote. He said that if you feel no shame, then do as you wish. The Kabi title is The Moral Compass of Shame, Understanding the Prophetic Wisdom of If you feel no shame, then do as you wish. By the way, please stay tuned with me. You'll get inspired and motivations facing life turbulence. Okay. By the way, the Islamic teachings in the concept of shame holds significant moral and ethical implications. The Hadith from Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, stating, "If you feel no shame, then do as you wish," as recorded in Sahih Bukhari, provides profound insights into the role of shame as guiding force in ethical behavior. I will delve into the meaning of this hadith, its implication for personal conduct, and its relevance in contemporary society. Let's see the understanding of the concept of shame. Okay, are you feel shame currently, guys? So, by the way, shame in the Islamic context is not merely an emotion but a vital aspect of moral consciousness, and it functions as an internal compass that guides individuals toward righteous behavior and away from actions that contravene ethical and moral standards. So, the first meaning, the concept of shame, is about the definition and scope of shame. Okay, how far the shame you do as you wish. Okay, based on definition and the scope of shame. In Islamic ethics, shame, haya, called haya in Islamic, is closely related to the concept of modesty and moral integrity. So it is an emotional response that arises when one contemplates that are contrary to societal norms, religious and teachings, or personal moral and standards. So let's see from modesty, integrity, about the meaning of shame and the scope of shame. Okay, shame is intertwined with modesty and personal integrity, so it encourages individuals to uphold high moral standards and avoid actions that might compromise their dignity or the expectation of the community. And the second definition of shame, based on Islamic, can be seen from internal moral compass, which means shame serves as an internal moral compass that aligns an individual's action with ethical principles, and it prompts self-reflection and discourages behavior that is harmful or disrespectful. And the second thing we have to discuss about from shame is about shame and moral responsibility. Because shame plays a crucial role in maintaining social and personal ethics, and it encourages individuals to act with responsibility and consideration for others. So the absence of shame can lead to moral laxity and ethical violations, because by encouraging ethical behavior, so the presence of shame acts as deterrent to unethical behavior. And the second one, because of preventing ethical lapses, without shame, individuals may engage in behavior that is socially or morally unacceptable, as they lack the internal restraint that guides their actions. So, what about from Hadith in context about the shame? On the Hadith, if you feel no shame, then do as you wish, underscores the importance of shame in guiding ethical behavior. So this statement emphasizes that shame is a critical factor in determining whether an action is right or wrong. From historical context, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, made this statement is in a context where he was addressing moral and ethical conduct. So his teaching aimed to instill a sense of moral responsibility and accountability among his followers. So the Hadith highlights that shame is a key indicator of whether an action aligns with Islamic principle. And for contextual applications, the Hadith is often interpreted in the context of addressing behavior that goes against Islamic teachings or societal norms. Also, it serves as a reminder that actions lacking a sense of shame may be indicative of moral shortcomings. On ethical implications, the Hadith implies that if an individual does not feel a sense of shame about their actions, they are likely disregarding moral and ethical guidelines. So, the absence of shame in such cases indicates a departure from the principle of integrity and responsibility, because based on ethical implication must be based on self-assessment, because the Hadith encourages self-assessment and reflection on one's actions, and it prompts individuals to evaluate whether their behavior aligns with ethical standards and societal norms. The second thing you have to consider about shame based on ethical implication, you have to care about guidance for behavior. Why? Because by emphasizing the role of shame, the Hadith guide individuals to consider the moral implications of their actions, to act in accordance with ethical principles. So, what are applications in contemporary society currently for shame in our daily life? In modern times, the concept of shame continues to hold relevance as guiding principle for ethical behavior, because the Hadith serves a reminder of the importance of maintaining moral integrity in various aspects of life. Based on personal conduct, the principle of shame encourages individuals to adhere to high moral standards and to act with integrity, and it influences decisions and behaviors, guiding individuals to avoid actions that may lead to personal and social harm. Also, personal conduct, you have to take care is about decision making. Why? Because when making decisions, individuals are encouraged to consider the ethical implication of their choices, and the presence of shame serves a motivator to act in ways that align with moral ethical standard. The second thing you have to take care about personal conduct for doing shame, you have to take care about self-discipline. Why? Because the principle of shame promotes self-discipline and accountability, and it encourages individuals to control their impulses and to act in ways that uphold their dignity and respect for others. And the second application in contemporary society about this shame can happen on social and professional behavior. Why? Because in social and professional context, the concept of shame plays a role in maintaining ethical behavior, in fostering respectful environment, because it influences interactions in relationship, promoting a culture of mutual respect and responsibility. Based on personal integrity, or in professional setting, the presence of shame can prevent unethical behavior and promote integrity. So it encourages individuals to adhere to ethical guidelines and to act in ways that uphold professional standards. And on social responsibility, application of shame in contemporary times, you have to use the principle of shame also influences behavior by encouraging individuals to act responsibly and consider the impact of their actions on others, and it fosters a sense of accountability and respect within communities. And how to balance shame and compassion? Yeah, do you know the way, guys? By the way, while shame is a valuable tool for guiding behavior, it's important to balance it with compassion and understanding that shame should not lead to self-condemnation or unnecessary guilt, but should be used constructively to guide ethical conduct. Because, for balancing shame and compassion, you can use constructive use shame. It means shame should be used constructively to foster self-improvement and ethical behavior, and it should motivate individuals to reflect on their action and to make positive changes. And because of self-reflections, shame should prompt self-reflection and commitment to personal growth, and it should to an understanding of one's action and a determination to act with integrity. Constructive use of shame can be used for encouraging positive change. Why? Because the constructive use of shame involves encouraging areas for improvement and making effort to align behavior with ethical principle. And the second way to balance shame and compassion, you can do by compassion and understanding, because compassion and understanding should accompany the compassion and understanding should accompany the experience of shame, because it is important to approach oneself and others with empathy and to offer support in addressing moral and ethical challenges. Those things you have to maintain your compassion understanding by supportive environment, because by creating a supportive environment helps individuals navigate the experience of shame constructively, so it encourages growth and provides guidance for making ethical decisions. The second thing you have to take care about compassion understanding, to balance between shame and compassion, you have to use empathy and forgiveness, because offering empathy and forgiveness helps individuals overcome feelings, guilt, and to focus on positive change. Also, it fosters of community and mutual support. So finally, the Hadith, if you feel no shame, then you do as you wish. Serve a frequent reminder of the role of shame in guiding ethical behavior, because shame acts as an internal compass that encourages individuals to adhere to moral and ethical standards, reflecting the principle of modesty, integrity, and responsibility. By the way, in contemporary society, the concept of shame remains relevant as guiding principle for personal and professional conduct, and balancing shame with compassion and understanding ensures that it serves a constructive force, self-improvement, and ethical behavior. The last one, by embracing the teachings of the Hadith, individuals can navigate moral challenges with greater awareness and integrity, fostering a culture of ethical responsibility and mutual respect. So, the wisdom of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, continues to provide valuable guidance for maintaining moral integrity and upholding ethical principles in all aspects of life. So smart people, happy people, good people, and believers help you remind this quote for yourself and for your beloved ones or your communities anywhere, so you can save people from unethical shame anytime. So I think that's all. Thanks for you sharing this content for anyone anywhere, so you can create a better, conducive society anytime. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your subscribing. Happy weekend. See you again. Bye bye.